really believe and something I think that we all should be engaging in this new year. So if you've had a great 2023, awesome. I think we're all going to have an even more amazing 2024 because we are being intentional in setting the goals and the visions. So in order to really understand where we want to be in life, we must have a clear vision for our lives. So what is a vision? Just one second. How do I? Okay, so what is a vision? I want us to really think about what a vision is. A vision is really a big picture that, that makes up what you think, what you think your life should look like in the future and your why. That is what a vision is. A vision really includes various areas of your lives because that is what holistically we are as human beings. So a vision should include the various departments of your life, like your spiritual life, your family, your friends, health and wellness, your mental and emotional well-being, your love and your relationships, and of course, your career, your business, and your finances. I know that we're focusing a lot on career and finances here, but I want you to know and to pay attention to all these areas because health and well-being and happiness encompasses all these pillars of life. A lot of times when we talk about vision, people are talking about their careers and their finances. A lot of us want to be financially free. So we're talking about, I want to be $1 million. I want to, progress in my career. But if somebody gave you $1 million today and asked you to spend the rest of 5 years in hospital, will you take it? Would you take that deal? So we really have to think about the holistic person and to create a vision for each of these areas of our lives. Now, I want you guys to know that having a vision is the most important aspect of moving forward and making progress in life. God has given each and every one of us a vision for our life, a clear picture, and your vision is different from everybody else. Somebody's vision is to go to the moon. That's not my vision. Somebody else's vision may be to build a hospital or to become a great physician. That's not my vision. Everybody has their own, and your vision is valid. So I want you all to think about that vision as something that God has given you, a clear picture of where you need to go in your life.
I see.
And many of us, go ahead.
Sorry, so just a comment.
Yeah.
On the all tools, there's an X button there. I think we can click on it and it should help us.
Okay.
Just write down.
Here.
A little bit up.
A little bit up. All tools. I mean,
no,
all. Here?
Yes, on the right. Move a little bit. There's an X button there.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, we go.
I see. Great,
okay.
Great. All right.
Thank you, guys. Thank
so
you.
Much.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So I was saying that we really need to pay attention to all these areas of our lives. I want you guys to think about Albert Einstein and his quote. Einstein said, "I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world." I also love his quote that says, "Imagination is everything." Imagination is a preview of your life's coming attraction. So it is important to sit down. For me, imagination is that visualization. It's important to sit down and imagine your life. Imagine what your life could be. And that your imagination is more powerful than knowledge, which is what we know now, what we have now. And so it's really key to engage in this visioning strategy, and something that we're doing here today, and something that Skillweed is so good at doing. So I'm super excited that you guys are all here. I want us to talk about 10 steps. I've defined 10 quick steps to visioning your future and actually making progress towards that future. The first thing I like to talk about, the very first thing I like to talk about is gratitude. A lot of us start visioning by writing all the things that we want. We start our prayers by asking for all the things we want. We want, we want to make progress. We want $1 million. We want to get married. We want to get, but I encourage you all to stop, to pause, and take the first step to give gratitude. Gratitude is key because it is thankfulness. It is us telling the universe that we acknowledge that we didn't bring ourselves here, and that we acknowledge that we're not going to take ourselves to where we're going. You know, I like the quote that says, gratitude makes what we have enough. And I have that quote sitting right in my dining room. One practice I want to encourage us to start is what I call gratitude journaling. Challenge yourself to spend 3 minutes a day in gratitude journaling. Do 2 things. Write 3 quick steps, 3 quick lines. It doesn't have to be big. It can be even 3 quick words. Write 3 things that you are grateful for that has happened in the day. That is, if you're journaling at night, which I do, write 3 things that happened in the day, and then write 3 things that you're grateful for that will happen moving into your next day, right? Whether you do this in the morning or in the evening, it doesn't matter. Now, I have a free gratitude journal that I'm giving away. It's a simple PDF that you can print off and do your gratitude journal. I'm going to put the link in the chat, or okay, if you can put the link in the chat for whoever wants to get it.
Sure.
So that
I'll do that right now.
to them. I have a free gratitude journal that I send to people, and I just gift people for gratitude journaling. This is such a powerful tool. If there is something that changed my life in 2023, it was the power of gratitude and gratitude journaling. The second thing I want to now jump into is then set your goals. I like to think of goals as rocks, pebbles, and sands, if you guys have heard about that concept. First of all, rocks are those things that are the big checkpoints that you want to get your vision broken down into. Think of them as big boulders, right? Those are the first things you put in place. They are usually, for me, quarterly goals. If I'm thinking about 2024 and what I want to achieve in 2024, I usually want to break them down in quarters. What am I going to achieve this quarter? And then pebbles is what I like to think about as your weekly milestones. Those are the things that you will do that it will get you to your rocks. And then the sands are those tiny things that you do daily that will help you get to your pebbles. Now, remember that a lot of times your sands, and they may not seem consequential, but they are the things that fill the space. And you want to pay attention to the sands because those are the things that add up. However, you don't sweat the sands, right? If you had a goal to go to the gym every day, for 5 days a week, and you miss one day, that's okay. That's a sand, right? Don't sweat it, but make sure that you have those sands that are going to lead you to your final goal. Now, there are 2 things I suggest in terms of taking action to really put concrete steps into your goals. Number 1 is write the vision down. The scripture says that write the vision down so that they may run with the vision. Those who read it may run with it. There is something that happens to us when we put pen to paper and actually write this vision down. So take time to spend 1 hour and write your vision down. The second thing I would highly encourage us to do is to create pictures and visuals, create a vision board. And I wish I had mine here. Maybe I'll step out and go bring mine and show you guys a quick screenshot of what a vision board looks like. Create these visuals. The crazy thing about visions is that they say that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Visioning actually causes your unconscious mind to start believing, to start seeing. There's something about seeing something, and then your unconscious mind starts to believe in it. It does help you to unlock these unbeliefs that you have and your self-defeating paradigms. So it is really, really important to physically see where you are going, because it really, really helps. It is one of the big building blocks of moving towards your vision. Number 3 is get accountability. Get an accountability system in place. Put a feedback system that people who will give you feedback. That is really, really important. In my situation, I really highly encourage you to engage with friends and engage with mentors. So a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that friends are the same thing as mentors. You must separate those 2 things. Your friends are your buddies. These are people that you're working together with, your hello, hi, you're in your office, your friends, maybe your siblings. These are people who can give you feedback. But usually with their feedback, they will be gentle. You guys are walking the journey together. A mentor, on the other hand, is someone who has been where you are going. Now you have to identify your mentor, right? They could actually be people you've never met, maybe someone you've read a book about or you've learned about. You identify your mentor can be, Michelle Obama or something. If you can't reach your mentor, buy all their books and read about them. But find someone who has done what you want to do and who has been where you are going and engage with them, right? Ideally, you want to create a relationship with them, tell them about your dreams and your visions, and find a way to help them hold you accountable. So put a system of accountability in place, someone that will check in with you regularly. Now, this is the big part of it. Guys, get to work, right? Vision is not just about talking. It is about taking action. It is about taking action right now, and it is about taking massive action right now. So a lot of people also make this mistake. You write your vision down, you talk your vision. A lot of people are talkers, they are not doers, right? And a talker who is not a doer is like someone who looks like themselves in the mirror, and is a second they've forgotten how they look. We must take massive action. Now, in taking massive action, I want to give a couple of ideas and steps. Number one, don't wait for perfection. When I started my company, I had an idea in the evening. The next day, I had launched a product. And when I look at the product, our very first product that I launched, it is laughable. It is impossible to believe that anybody bought that product, but they did. So my charge to us here is, perfection is a dream killer. It is the enemy of vision. So don't wait for perfection. Do what you need to do. Do it now and do it imperfectly. Don't give in to fear don't be overly cautious. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. My pastor used to say it is better to take a wrong turn than to do nothing, right? It is better to do the wrong thing than to do nothing. Take action. And you may not see all the steps. According to the words of Martin Luther King, have faith, take the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. And remember, my favorite quote, one of my favorite quotes is, done is better than perfect. It's better that you're done than it's perfect. So take massive action and take action right now. The other thing is to, right, have a cadence of, put it in your calendar as of today. Go to your calendar and tell yourself, say March 31st, I'm going to pause and take stock. June 31st, I'm going to take stock. Put it in your calendar when you're going to take stock. For me, I take stock regularly, quarterly, and because the research has shown that there's something about 90 days. When you set a goal, after 90 days, the brain tends to forget the goal. And that's why quarterly seems to work for a lot of companies and a lot of people. Put yourself on a cadence where you are checking yourself in quarterly. And the reason to do that is you want to check your progress. You want to be able to adjust. If it seems like you're falling off, you want to make adjustments, whether I'm going to push harder, I'm going to change my strategy, I'm going to find another mentor, whatever it is that you need to adjust. Make sure that you are taking stock. More importantly, I want you guys to think about rewarding yourselves. Reward yourselves for any victory that you've had in that quarter. Whether it's going away for a nice dinner, whether it's buying yourself flowers, whether it's buying yourself a new shoe, whether it's going for a conference, whatever it is that you need to do to celebrate. It is important to celebrate small wins because they encourage us to keep pushing. For me personally, one of the things I am committing to doing in 2024 to celebrate is take a day off and call a group of people, like a mastermind that we're putting in place. Connect with your mastermind and share your testimonies, share your wins. So this is really important for us to take stock quarterly because it helps to keep us inspired and helps to keep us moving forward. Now, the next tip I have is build habits and practices. Guys, habits and practices matter. They help us take small actions. And these habits and practices is what I was mentioning in terms of the SANS. whether it's putting it on a calendar, paying for a gym membership, or just committing to visiting somebody weekly. Put a practice and a habit in place. We are our habits, right? Our habits become, our actions become our habits. So set up these habits and the tools and force yourself, restrict yourself to actually pay attention to your habits. I will give you an example. For me, one of the things that I have decided in 2024 is to wake up early, to join the 6 a.m. club and to work out and to, start my day earlier than usual. Now, I've realized that why I don't usually do this is because I go to bed late. Why do I go to bed late? Because I hang out on my phone and I'm catching up with friends and social media. So I have taken an action to set up my phone and my internet to shut down, close down and shut down at 10 p.m. By 10 p.m., my phone just shuts down and the internet goes off. And that is forcing me to go to bed early. So those are the types of actions that you may want to put in place so that you can get yourself moving. Now, on to the 7th tip. And guys, this is where it is getting really exciting. This is the kind of stuff I really enjoy doing. The 7th tip I have for you guys is to flow with the universe. I know that we haven't heard it now a lot, but make this a year of saying yes to the universe and yes to God. Some people say yes to God, yes to the universe. Remember a couple of things. The universe knows better and the universe wants good for us. Life is not happening to us. Life is happening for us, right? A lot of us think that there's a lot against us, that the enemy is against us, that please change that mindset. The universe wants you to accomplish your dreams. The universe is behind you accomplishing. It will give you everything you need, right? A lot of times we're the ones that block this flow. So my charge to us is flow with the universe. Understand that the universe is trying to bring your vision to pass, right? Sometimes we need to get out of the way. Don't sweat the small stuff. Let go and see the amazing things that are coming to you. Remove the resistances, the things that we're resisting. So I do want us to encourage us to understand that the universe is looking for opportunities to bless us and to bring our vision to pass. And we sometimes need to step out of the way and let it do its own thing. So this is where what I call releasing. There's a book I read 2 or 3 years ago. It's called the Year of Yes, where it's just you believe and realize that good things are coming and that the universe knows how to bring your vision to pass. My favorite one, of course, you guys know I have a health and wellness company, Herbal Goodness. You can check out our website at herbalgoodnessco.com. And so I believe in holistic health and well-being. You cannot chase your vision and dreams to the detriment of your well-being. So again, I talked about well-being being these 6 pillars of life. You want to keep a keen health on your physical and your mental well-being. Mindfulness is important. You want to be here for the long haul. You don't want to finish 2024 and then you can't make progress in 2025 because we ran ourselves raggedy. So my encouragement to us is be mindful of your health. Don't sacrifice your well-being in pursuit of your goals. Understand that these two can live side by side and always be balanced. We want to be sustainable. And when I say sustainable, I mean we want to be here for the long haul. So ensure that you have balance in your life as you're pursuing your goals. And finally, my favorite is give back. Articulate a plan to give back to the universe. If you have read Napoleon Hill's book, he talks about visioning and writing your goals and asking the universe to bring your goals and working hard. But the most important thing is, what is your plan to give back for all these amazing things? At the end of 2024, December 31st, 2024, when all these things, all your visions have come to pass, or some of them have come to pass, what is your plan to say thank you? What is your plan to give back? And what is your plan to be generous? This is really crucial, right? I know that we need to think of ourselves as funnels. When we are overflowing, when we've accomplished all these amazing things, how is it going to overflow from us to be a blessing to other people? How are we going to give back to our communities and to our families and to our friends? How are we going to give back? We must articulate a plan of giving back. That plan could be giving money. That plan could be training other people. That plan could be serving in church or serving in a nonprofit. It could be mentoring somebody else. It could be opening the door for someone else. We must have a plan to give back to the universe, to say thank you. And in giving back, we open the door for more to come into our lives. And I know we don't hear this a lot, but a lot of times, this is one of the blockers that block us, because the more we take without giving out, the more constipated we become. And so I do want to encourage us to consider putting a plan, being really conscious of the plan of how we plan to give back. Now, in conclusion, I do want to tell you guys that the secret to bringing your vision to pass is clarity and action. 2 words: clarity and action. Everything I've talked about today is about clarity. You must get clarity about where you're going. That entails writing it down, envisioning it, meditating, figuring. You must have clarity about your own individual unique path. That thing must be very clear to you. The second big thing is you must take massive action, and you must take action right now. You must find a way to be crystal clear about where you're going, and you must take action. Remember, the journey is more important than the destination. We all want to enjoy the journey as we're going. So I want to leave you with these words, which I firmly believe. Remember that faith starts us on the journey. Hope and anticipation is what keeps us moving. And love is what gets us there and helps us enjoy the amazing rewards of getting to our journey. So I encourage you all to stretch your faith, keep your hope alive, and the greatest of all of these is love. Do everything you do in love. I do wish you all, and all of us, a most amazing 2024 year, as we envision the year and we walk in power towards our vision. So thank you all so much for listening. And please, if there are any questions, I'd love to take that.
Wow. Thank you so much, sis. Oh, man, can we give some love to Oh man, this is amazing. I think we can just say bye-bye, really. It's just this is just amazing, folks. So, I know sis is always modest, but believe it or not, folks, she runs one of the fastest growing company in the US right now. So she might, be calm and, modest with us, but it's amazing. I told her in short notice, she was gracious to honor us. And I kind of said, please, mentor, do you mind? Can you sneak in 15, 20 minutes with my community to just kind of tell us the power of vision? I mean, everything she said, she lives it. One thing I respect Unama for is she has a passion and calling greatness out of people. I remember when I, started Skillweed, a few folks I met before I started, including Yemi Salau, some of my other friends. And she was the one, she called me and said, hey, you know what? Do you know you can make this full time? Why don't you just? And she told me something I'm going to challenge everybody on this call also. She said, I can, number one, you need to start going to conferences, to enlarge your vision, enlarge your coast. And I kind of took it to heart and said, you know what? She's walked the journey. I've seen the results. She's not just a talker, she's a doer, and she genuinely wants you to succeed. The other thing is that, she tells you that the universe is always wishing you well. So just have an open mind. The goal is have an open mind and just release your heart to the universe. So it's always wishing us well, and that's all we can ask for. So she's lived this practically, and so I'm so honored, sis, that you took time to come and speak with us. It's just I'm just taking notes crazy, folks. If you didn't take notes, don't worry. We have it recorded. We are going to cut it into shorts, into many series, so we can see a lot of this. This is crazy in a good way, really. I'm so thankful, sis. I appreciate it a lot. One more thing she didn't tell us was she runs a very successful foundation called Wow Foundation. And it's so noble to see people that genuinely gives back. When she tells you giving back, it's not theory. I've seen it a lot. She goes all around the world to cater for people she doesn't even know that are children, girl child, especially to help them empower them in villages, in different remote areas, to teach them technology, invest in equipment for those communities. Just amazing and noble what they do at Wow Foundation. So check them out also. Our foundation is a big one about goodness, amazing, amazing product. And I'll share some information. Since there was one thing we could not access the link for the gratitude journal,
Okay.
it says we needed permission. So
Okay.
maybe later, once you fix it,
Sure.
I'll get it and share with the community also.
Sure.
Yeah. But without further ado, thank you so much, sis. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is just amazing. All right. So any question before we this and believe it, ladies and gentlemen, when you are privileged to have people that run such businesses in your community, it's a blessing. It's tough to get people like this on their calendar. I know that for a fact. So we're not taking it for granted. We just want to say thank you. And Obi, if you are here too, thank you. She's one of our mentors too. Obi, love to you. So, and Unoma was gracious. She invited me to one of our session of vision boarding. So thank you so much for that graciousness, sis. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you, sis. And more to come. More to come. More to come. All right. So let's jump in, folks. We are going to actualize and write everything down now. So this is the time for the action part of it. We have the next 40 minutes or so. And I challenge everybody on this call, please, half of the battle is showing up. We don't want it to be perfect. It's okay. We're going to be in groups. And honestly, all I want in the group is there are some, I would say, three core areas I want us to make mandatory within our community, right? Everything we do, you can replicate it into your personal life. And the documents I'm going to share with our community. So if you've not joined our community, please, I send the link, join that community so that we can have a check-in every quarter, every 90 days to see what's going on. And remember, again, we just want to be an advocate of your goal. We don't need to know each other, but we want to be part of your story. That's all. So let's look out for that. So what I want us to do real quick, if you don't mind, is everyone, make sure you are in our group. If you are not in our group, in the WhatsApp group, please join real quick. I'm going to share material we're going to use in our working session. But the working session is straight. Everything Norma said is just what we're going to talk about real quick. But before we, let me just give you a quick 5 minutes. I'll bounce, then we get into action real quick. You're going to write. That's what we're going to do today. So we kind of tagged it 333 vision strategy, right? Just to keep it simple so that we can keep you accountable. Unama talked about the rock, pebble, and rock, right? In our case, we're just going to say, okay, three large goals, three medium goals, and three small goals you have. Whatever it is, the way I look at it is simple. The large goals will be things that they're a little bit ambitious, they're long term. A lot of you talked about financial goals, health goals. I would say those are sample large goals, right? Write them down, in a bit. Medium goals will be things that, help our momentum towards our concrete goals in 6 to 12 months. Then the small goals will just be daily things that we feel we can always still work on, right? It could be like declustering your your environment, whatever it is, just put that as part of your small goals. I'll let you decide what those are in your story, right? And the big thing is, you know, let's do great things together at the end of the day, and one big thing is for those large goals, make sure you have daily action plan, right? If you are building a business, it's fair to say you need to look out for your customers, right? At Skillweed, for example, business, our practice, we have to cater for our community. It's important. Our community must be the best the world has to offer. Our community must be very good at what they do. They must try for excellence. They must put the work. They are disciplined. If you know anyone within our community, you will know immediately that okay, these guys, the thinking is different. It's a mindset, right? So that's part of it's by design. The reason we bring the best mind into our community is because we know we want you to thrive towards that to excellence, right? So it's simple. So that could be your daily action for you, whatever your story is. your daily action for your large goals, make it something you can quickly write also, very actionable. For the medium goals, weekly, you should have a touch point for yourself that, okay, weekly basis, I have to check this out. For the small goals, at the minimum, you need to think about bi-weekly. What are the actions you're doing for those small goals? So we just want to keep it simple. Accountability time, we're going to keep ourselves accountable. When I put you in a group in a few minutes, every one of you in that group, my ask is exchange numbers. You're going to be the core group within your group. So however you decide to meet is fine. Exchange numbers is the key thing. Just kind of exchange numbers and find the time you can all connect together. Just put Skillweed in, whatever you want to call it, your group. Exchange numbers and have a time you kind of catch up to within your group, okay? And check-in, you know, within the larger community, we're going to be doing quarterly check-in at the minimum. So you see us send a quarterly check-in. How are you all doing? You know, we'll bring someone in to talk to us, and we can kind of leverage that together real quick too. Always review, always go through whatever you've done. It's a good practice, like Unoma stated earlier on, and check your performance, you know, internally because it's action time. We can talk all the talk, we can write all you want. It doesn't matter if you don't do the work. More importantly is the execution. Think execution every day. Think execution. You must execute at the end of the day, right? And make it fun. You know, journaling, gratitude, journaling is a big one. Make it fun, make it fun. And remember, as always, impossible is nothing. All right, so that's the quick summary. So let's get into the weeds of it. If you don't have access to the group right now, just let us know. But everybody should have access to the group. Just go join that group, and I'm going to put us in a working session. Let me tell you what typically would happen, ladies and gentlemen. When I put you on a group, you will hear some quiet. Please don't bounce. Be part of it. Engage and write your goals down. Print out the document. It's a simple document I've sent out already. If you're in the group, I'll resend it again. Just engage. All right. Don't bail out. In the next 20 minutes, for the first 15 minutes, everybody should write their goals down. The last 5 minutes, or let's say first 10 minutes, write your goals down. The last 10 minutes, share it within each other and talk about it and exchange numbers. So let's do that within the next 25 minutes. If this is clear, give me thumbs up, please. If this is clear, give me thumbs up. And, I would ask you, please, this is not the time to bounce. This is the most important piece of the puzzle. We've had the mentor tell us, how to go about it. Now it's time to write it down. So make sure you're part of it. If you don't, you've missed out the biggest piece of the puzzle, really. All right, let's go, folks. All right, you'll see me, put us in a group. You'll hear some silence. Don't freak out. Don't stress it. It's just the process. Eventually you'll see you guys will be in a group. You'll be like 6 people in each group. So just, have fun. I'll see you guys in a bit. Exchange numbers immediately once you join. Just exchange numbers. Share your screen if you want to. And you'll see me bouncing between the groups also and have fun and make this worthwhile. All right. See you in the next 25 minutes. Let's go. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Let's see. Are we all back? All right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Just give us the next few minutes. We'll be out of here. We try to make sure we respect time. We know everybody have their time already planned, so want to be respectful of it. Thank you, everybody. And let me open the chat. How was this exercise so far? We always like to wrap up with doing like a quick Kahoot to get everybody's feedback. If you don't mind, can we all quickly log on to Kahoot again? Pin is 9550522. This is going to be the final one. The top 3 winners will share gift card to them. All right. And you can email info@skillweed.com if you are one of the winners. Let's see if we can get something fun out of this real quick. And this is the final one, folks. Thanks for being patient. And let's be honest, folks, we are not of the illusion that you can finish all your vision and goals in just few seconds. It's going to be a living document. Always make changes as needed. This is a guide. The expectation is take it back home, bring the family even potentially in, and you all write some of your goals, family goals, health goals, financial goals, business goals, and this is just the starting point. Bunama has done a fantastic job of giving us all the guideline and the document I'm going to share with us also in the group. If you're not in that group already, please make sure you join that group and we'll keep it sane. The group, maybe monthly, we can do like a touch point and I'll just bring a guest speaker. We talk about some basic things we've seen. And any way we can support you, we want to just support you. That's all. The Kahoot pin is 955. Let me type it again. 955. That's it. 955. The top three winners will win gift card. Each of those winners will get a gift card. Anyone you want to, maybe Amazon. The top three winners would get a gift card. So let's see if we can be the winners of our gift card. At least we can get some Starbucks, get some cool stuff, whatever you want. Each of the top three would get $50 gift card each. So let's see who the winners will be. And you can always send, if you're one of the winners, just send your message to, if you don't mind, we need real names or else, it will be hard to give winners that call themselves iPhone 1, iPhone 2, right? So, but if your name is there, then we can know that you're the winner. If your name is not there, then I'm sorry, we cannot tell it's you. So help us out. You never know, you might be the winner. So help us out. Thank you. All right, let's give everybody else another 1 second and we'll get started. All right, thank you, everybody. Let's get started, folks. It's going to be straightforward. Let's see some cool stuff. Just let's see some quiz whether we were paying attention a little bit. What is the goal of Vision to Action framework? What is the whole goal of it? Let's see. Just choose the best answer, right? So, you know, I know you can tell me everything can be an answer potentially, but choose the best answer. All right, all right, all right. Turn vision into action. Ha ha ha. Simple enough. So I said the best answer, right? All right, let's see. Tag 3 is winning. Sorry, Mr. Tag. I don't know how to give you a gift if your name is Tag 3. I have no idea what that is. So please change your name to the right name so that we can. Why is it important to break down goals into actionable steps? All right, to achieve the goal. Well, closest answer. All right. All right. Femo power. All right. I have no idea who that is, but let's go. Okay. What is an accountability partner? What is the concept of that? All right. Thank you. All right. Thermal power is still winning. Let's see. Tag 3 and thermal power on fire. What should participants commit to at the end of the session? What should we commit to? Okay. All right. Thank you. I agree. Take actionable steps. All right. Tina, thermal power. Let's see. Sandra is catching up. Butch is catching up. All right. Let's see. Okay. What is the purpose of the follow-up sessions? Why do we need to follow up? Thank you, everybody, for your patience. We'll be out of here in 10 minutes. Just give us 10 minutes and we'll be out of here, we promise. So we can have time to enjoy family time on Saturday. All right. Offer ongoing support. Okay. I know most of them are close to the answers, but hey, I said the closest answer is what I want, right? So based on the document I gave to you guys, what is the importance of turning vision into action? What is the importance? Yeah, you can make a case everything is important, I get it, but to achieve goals. All right, cool, cool, cool. What is one thing you wish you could achieve in 2024? I know we've talked about this before. Let's just see some of those items as we wrap up today. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is a living document, so make sure you constantly review it. Whatever your practice is spiritually, also, put some thoughts and be prayerful, conscious about it, and just execute. That's it. Zero complaint, no excuses. Excuses devalues us. We don't make excuse here, not at all. Just execute. That's all. Just do it. No complaint, no no blame game, not the children, not your spouse, not your friends, not family. It's you. Just execute. That's all. We're here to support each other. Just execute. Nothing else. No complaint. Zero complaint. And execute. Make mistake. A lot of mistake. It means you're working hard. If you're not making mistakes, then I question if you're putting the work. You have to make mistakes. You have to. It's amazing and healthy. Make mistakes. Make good mistakes. Learn from them and move on. Don't even second guess it. You must make mistakes. So, you know, and just keep moving. Execution, execution, execution. All right. Let's see some of those answers. I love it. The same question, and I'll challenge everybody. Financial freedom. Our mentor that spoke with us today, she nailed it. At the end of the day, financial freedom is key, important, but don't forget the spiritual side, the health side, things that can make you stable, get enough rest, don't burn out, or else you will hate everything. So make sure you don't burn out. Take care of your health too. Drink water. If you can't go to the gym, it's okay. Take a walk in your house. Just keep moving. What's one thing you wish you could change in the session? We've had sessions. Give us feedback. We love your feedback. This is the first time we are doing a vision to action for our community because we thought it's important to help our team to achieve their goals. So, I'm sure you have one or two comments. We've never done it before, so we want to learn and improve the quality. I suspect most of us will say we need more time. I get it, yeah. But remember attention span. It's hard to keep people waiting for too long. I love it. I predicted it. Yep, yep, yep. Timing is too short. More time, more time. I get it. That's one of our most popular. I know that was going to be one of the big ones. So I agree. More time. The challenge of that is now that we have a community that we share our vision together in that WhatsApp group, we can have more times to just do ad hoc meetings within that community. But just generally, I know attention span is harder to keep people engaged for too long. So anyway, but yeah, that's a good feedback. We'll learn from that. Please don't forget, we will never call you and say, give us a pin or Zoom call or anything like that. Beware of scammers. We don't call people for any reason. People look out for us and call us for stuff. We don't call people for stuff, really. So don't be caught up in the, scammers calling people randomly. We don't do that here. So just be mindful, and we are cyber folks, so we are conscious of stuff like that. All right. The final one. Okay, one more to go. How often would you like to meet with accountability partners? So, in general, how often would you like to meet with your accountability partners in general? Just give us some ideas so that we can use that to give feedback to our community and say, okay, well, people like monthly, bi-weekly, once in 6 months, quarterly, whatever it is. How often would you like to meet? And you guys can do whatever you want to do in your group. That's fine, but we just tell you what the number is. Okay, you can see most people said monthly. Some people say bi-weekly, every quarter, once in 6 months. So we'll think about it and come up with a strategy to say this is what most people want, and we can adapt to it. This is good. All right, the final one. What's the feedback for the moderator? Yeah, some of you said I have too much, my beard is too much, I have balded, whatever your feedback is, and would appreciate it anyway to improve and improve the experience of our community. We always love to do that. And once again, for those of you asking about our cyber GRC program, that is kicking off in January 30th. Next Saturday, actually, it's kicking off. We have an information session on Wednesday. I'll share that with the community. One thing I also want to challenge you is we have some very interesting resources within our community, especially for our Skillweed community. And I'll just quickly share that with us. It's a resource page. Make sure you take advantage of it. We designed it for us as a community. Let me share it on the WhatsApp group here. Make sure you join that too. One other group I would recommend you join, everyone, is our reading club. Now, before we go, there are two things I want you to make part of your goal. If you're part of our Skillweed community, you have to make it a goal. I challenge you to make it a goal. Number one is I challenge you to attend a conference this year. Plan for it early. I challenge every one of us. And I'll tell you why it's important. My mentor, one of, Unama, she challenged me to do that. That changed everything for me, really, in terms of on the business side, big time. Because what will happen is that it will enlarge your vision and your thinking because you start seeing the way other people are doing things. Then the cool thing is that conferences make you see the main stakeholders in real time. You're not going to deal with business development or sales folks. You're dealing with the owners of the businesses. It's unreal. It's just a changer. So I'll challenge you, whatever your dreams are, if you're into any business you want to do, go and find conferences relevant to your business. If you're in real estate, go find conference there. If you're in anything, just make sure you Find a conference relevant to your vision or your passion. It will change your life professionally. I guarantee you that. Okay. Someone said, okay, I'll promote some conferences I feel comfortable. Now, I'm big into AI right now. It's a big one. You see me do AI session weekly or whatever going forward now. So I go to AI conference. I'll probably be in Vegas this coming week also. So, you see me do a lot of stuff like that. I'll probably stream from there and tell you guys, oh, what are the trends out there. Cybersecurity is my core space. So you see me do a lot of stuff around cyber. Digital content marketing will be something big out there also. So as we see stuff, we'll talk about them, promote some. Now, let me tell you the funny thing. There are a lot of conferences in your locality. If you're in big cities like Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas, Houston, there are a lot of conferences. Some of them are really cheap. Some of them are free. Some of them, if you register early, you might just pay $50. But believe it or not, it's amazing how much it's just crazy. So take advantage of it because you build network, but more importantly, it stretches your vision. So I encourage you. The second thing I encourage everybody in our community is branded with leadership, period. That's it. We don't play games here. If you're part of our community in a short time, your thinking will be a leader thinking, period. That's it. We don't play small, nothing like that. So we challenge you to read a book. If you are here, and let me tell you the funny thing. If you cannot dedicate 5 minutes a week to read an audio book, in our book club, we summarize our book to 5 minutes, then honestly, I am worried. I'm probably disappointed we've not figured a way to motivate you to know why it's important. But it's important. 5 minutes summary of books and pick one of the summary and just take that as an action for yourself. You don't need to read a book and say you want to know everything. I don't care about all the things in a book. Why? I just need one thing. Guess what? If all I do weekly is one idea from a book, I hold it and actionize it. Think about 52 weeks in a year. 52 potential executable ideas. That one idea can change everything. So imagine me having 52 ideas, even if I'm crazy and dull and everything, if I can sneak in one or two good ideas, hey, I'll take that. So make it a mantra that, okay, I don't need to sit down and read a whole book for like a story thing, but at least take one thing there and actionize it. Okay. So make sure as a community, read a book, attend conferences. Those two are core to us. Then the final one I was sneaking, and I challenge every one of us, take care of your health. If you've not done checkup recently, just go do it. If you don't work as much, I'm not saying go to gym, it doesn't, whatever you do is fine, but at least walk. If all we challenge you to do extra is 10 minutes of walking extra, and just remember that bald-headed guy in Skillweed telling you to walk. Maybe that'll make you chuckle, but just do it. We want to have you around for longer, right? So you can be more relevant to our community, your kids, family. So integrate your health into life too, right? And above all, I wish you all Godspeed. You guys are an amazing crowd. Thank you all for your love within our community. For our folks coming to the cyber program, let's make it happen. This is going to be a year of a lot of transformational changes. Let me sneak this in. One crazy thing coming in, exciting for me and our community is we have a solution now that is coming out in a few days. It's going to be strictly all the major AI tools in cyberspace that Skillweed would have a platform hosting and showing. So look out for that. Secondly, we have some cyber technical core training around penetration testing, around response, around offense, defense, blue teaming, red teaming now with some of our partners. So that is coming a lot of great stuff. And more importantly, we are working with some recruiters. We would have a session where we have people that will come in and talk about how to use AI tools to job scan and get us opportunities faster. So, but this is the first quarter, so let's just be aggressive in looking for jobs, pushing out, don't quit, and always remember, as always, impossible is nothing. Let's keep looking out for each other. I wish you Godspeed. Enjoy the rest of the day. Talk soon, everybody. Bye.
And while these lessons were learned during my time in the military, I can assure you that it matters not whether you ever served a day in uniform. It matters not your gender, your ethnic or religious background, your